In the summer of 1991, an elderly cattle merchant left his village in eastern Romania for a routine trip he had made dozens of times before. He did not come home that day. He did not come home for 30 years. When he finally returned in 2021, he did not know that anything had passed at all. His name is Vasilegorgos. He is from Buhocel, a small village inside the commune of Buhoci in Bacău County on the eastern side of Romania. He spent his working life as a negustor de vite, a cattle dealer, traveling regional markets, buying and selling, and coming home a day or two later. The country was barely 2 years out of the Ceausescu regime. Markets were chaotic, travel was uneven, and a man going to do business and not arriving back on time was not, at first, alarming. But the days became weeks, and the weeks became months. The family reported him missing. The search produced nothing. There was no body, no witness, no trace. After several years, his children began holding the Slujbe de Pomenire, the Orthodox memorial services held for the dead. They held those services for roughly 15 years. By any practical measure, Vasilegorgos had been mourned, accepted as gone, and become a private absence in a family that was learning to live around the shape of him. On the evening of August 22, 2021, on a Sunday, a car they did not recognize stopped in front of the gate of his old home in Buhocel. An elderly man got out. He was confused. He did not seem to know which gate was his. His daughter-in-law went to the door and looked at him, and the color drained from her face. She told her husband, who was inside, that his father had come home. He thought at first that it was a cruel joke. It was not. The man at the gate was Vasilegorgos. He was 93 years old. In his pockets, the family found his old identity card, still listing the family address in Buhoci, and a train ticket from earlier that same day, dated the 22nd of August, 2021, on the route from Ploiești to Bacău. CCTV from Bacău railway station that day reportedly shows him on the platform, disoriented, taking around 3.5 hours simply to find his way out of the station. A young man had tried to help him into a taxi. The driver had refused. When his family asked him where he had been for 30 years, Vasilegorgos told them, calmly and without hesitation, that he had been home. He remembered his house from before 1991. He remembered the people. He remembered the work. He did not remember anything after that. 3 decades in his account simply were not there. The family took him to be examined. Reporting from the local broadcaster, ETV Bacău, and the national paper Libertatea quoted relatives saying he appeared surprisingly to be in good physical condition, well cared for, and doctors suggested he was likely suffering from a neurological illness rather than from any deliberate concealment. He could not name a place he had lived. He could not name a person he had known. He had returned, in his own mind, from nowhere. There are no confirmed answers. The leading sober explanation is medical, an undiagnosed neurological or dissociative condition, possibly developing over years, that erased the period of his absence and left the rest of his memory largely intact. Another possibility raised in the original local reporting is the simpler one, that someone, somewhere, had been looking after him, found his old identity card with its Buhoci address, and drove him home. The same reporting cautioned that this was only a hypothesis. Some of the more striking details that spread internationally, that he was wearing the same clothes from 1991, that the train ticket in his pocket was 30 years old, do not match what the family actually showed reporters. The ticket was from that day. What is documented is this. A man left his village in 1991. He came back in 2021. He cannot or will not say where he was. The car that brought him has never been identified. The 30 years between are, on the public record, still blank.